Everybody? Checking in from Kalahari. We're here with a little friends and family day. And as I committed to you guys, told you I'd be checking in. Wasn't kidding when I said it was probably one of the worst weeks. And the reason why I keep saying that is, well, we all have busy lives. It's always the wrong time to start a new venture, new business, etc. However, when we are committed to something, we're going to go ahead and see it through to the end. And again, I wanted to use this example that just spending an hour a day for 30 days, we will land a real estate deal, at least one. And so the lesson here is that if you're committed for 30 days, you can land your first real estate deal. By landing your first real estate deal, in essence, that could change your life. So that's the goal here. And we're going to dive right in. Just a couple things to note. Yesterday, we had limited call answer or answer rate. Hopefully, we'll do a little better today. I just wanted to note, though, that we did have a lead that came in while I was making phone calls live with you guys. My one closer, Joe, actually got a lead. I was going to play that for you as a good example. However, it's all in Spanish, so I don't know how many of you guys speak Spanish. It's been ages since I've had Spanish in high school, so unfortunately, that's not something that we'll go forward with. But hey, nonetheless, let's go ahead. Let's try to get some active calls today. And let's make this public. All right, so let's just dive in here, get plugging away. Still have some challenges with our systems, especially Twilio. Apparently, there's a lot of changes that are going on, but we're going to plow through them. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's start our cold calling session. I'm working off my tablet, not as efficient, but we'll make it happen. So again, scenario like that, if our text message was working, I would just follow up with a text message. Hey, Anthony, just tried to call you. Fortunately, your mailbox is full. And just interested in making an offer on your property. That's going to be a challenge. Has some information, beds, baths. From the looks of it, this looks that would be, hello, Iftak. My name's Ryan, and I came across a property I believe you own on Bridge Street. Just want to drop you a line, see if you had any interest in selling. I'm a cash buyer looking for properties in the area. Figured I'd drop you a line, see if you had any interest in a fair as is cash offer. Love to talk to you further. Do me a favor, give me a call when you get a chance. You can reach me anytime on my cell phone. That number is 973 577 5046. Once again, 973 577 5046. Thanks, and talk to you soon. Okay, so as you know, we like to leave voicemails, try to maximize each call. And as you can tell, we are at day 4 here. And again, I really haven't been doing this for a long time. Just to kind of share with you guys, the more you just go ahead, take action, the more fluent, the more second nature this will become. So the key is to just continue to make the calls, just like if you're door knocking. Hi, is this Elaine? Hey, Elaine, my name's Ryan. I know you don't know me. I was calling about a property I believe you own on South Clinton, and just want to know if you had any interest in selling. Uh, Yeah, absolutely. Again, my name's Ryan. When were you guys thinking? Are we thinking like the next month or 6 to 9 months kind of scenario? 3 to 4. Okay. Yeah, this number you can give me a call at, and if it's okay with you, Elaine, I'd love to go ahead and plug it in here. I'll follow up with you in about 2 months just to see where you're at, and we could revisit this subject at that time. All right, sounds good. If anything transpires ahead of time, feel free to drop me a line. You can shoot me a text or give me a call anytime at this number. All right, thank you so much, and have a great one. All right, awesome. So we finally got a live call a little earlier than the past few days. Very pleasant, right? We're just having a conversation with that seller. So in my follow-ups, as I mentioned, we said we'd go ahead up her line a little before. And the reason why I like to follow up ahead of time is because I'm sure you can imagine many times we've had homeowners that said, sure, we're going to look to sell in 6 months or 9 months. Go ahead and we plug that in just to find out that they sold it a lot sooner. So I'll go ahead, update the notes here. Looking to sell in 3 to 4 months. That way, if one of my assistants or somebody's doing a follow up, they can look at this record. They can go ahead and see any notes that we have very quickly and then take the conversation from where we left off. So, nonetheless, obviously getting permission from them is always good. So, when we're following up, as promised, we're following up on your property at XYZ Street. When we touched base last, you were looking to sell in about 3 or 4 months. Hey, we're about 2 months in. Just want to see where you're at in the process. And then we update from there. So, simple enough, right, guys? All right, let's roll on to the next one. Let's see if we can get some more motivated sellers. Hey, Mark, my name's Ryan, and I was calling about a property I believe you own on Oak Street. I'm a cash buyer looking for properties in the area and just want to know if you had any interest in selling. Do me a favor, give me a call when you get a chance. You can reach me anytime on my cell phone, and that number is 973 577 5046. Once again, 973 577 5046. Thanks. Talk to you soon. Okay. Well, we're definitely getting at least more um, voicemail, outgoing voicemails than yesterday. So I always like to make it a habit for the most part. Go ahead and leave a voicemail or a voicemail drop. Thank you, Larry. Appreciate the feedback. Hey, Julia, my name's Ryan, and I came across a property I believe you own on Sherman Ave. I'm a cash buyer and I'm looking for properties in the area. Just curious if you had any interest in selling. Do me a favor, give me a call when you get a chance. You can reach me anytime on my cell phone. That number is 973 577 5046. Once again, 973 577 5046. Thanks, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, 6 calls, 7 calls in. Lots are out of state numbers. So in which case, calling from a local number in the area that we're prospecting may come across to them as potential spam. That's another reason why I want to go ahead and leave a voicemail. Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking for Christine. Christine Williams. Yeah, maybe I have the wrong number. I was looking for Christine Williams. Okay, I don't. Yeah, well, I didn't want to get stuck on hold too long. Let's move on. I think it sounded like a work number. All right. All right. Just trying to reply. Started playing the live. All right. Thank you, Levy. Appreciate it, man. All right. Bouncing along. Let's keep it moving. Got to get at least 40 or so calls in this hour. That's on the lower end. Hi, my name's Ryan. I was looking for Dale. Okay, no problem. Have a great day. So typically, I probably would have said, hey, try to, dive in a little further, but they're clearly not interested. I don't want to be pushy, so we'll mark them do not call. And you guys, you're going to come across this, right? You're going to come across, unfortunately, potentially pissed off people. They're getting calls from maybe, you know, tons of other businesses throughout the day, whatever it may be. It's the nature of the beast. When I first started out and I was doing door knocking, um, you're putting yourself in the lion's den, so to speak, and people are in jeopardy of losing their home. And it's a touchy, sensitive subject. So unfortunately, by you, maybe knocking on their door and offering your services, uh, the wrong approach, the wrong chain of events, could elicit some type of non or friendly interactions, and it's challenging because here you are, you have the ability to go ahead and help these people, and you want to obviously reach out to them and educate them on the options that's available to them. A lot of times people don't know what options they have, especially when you're talking foreclosures and whatnot. They're inundated from all ends, and behind on bills, obviously, and getting attacked by every which way. And they, in times, they'll just put their head in the sand and just kind of close up. And unfortunately, a lot of times these people do have other options. So it's our job to go ahead, present it to them in a language that they understand, and allow them to make the decision to move forward. But it's challenging because I've had, again, early on in my career, that people, a little bit angry and can almost make you feel like, hey, you're almost doing something wrong. And the truth is, you got to look past that. You are providing a service, you are providing something valuable, and there's people out there that need you. So, just keep in mind, for every couple people that get pissed off or may, say some things that aren't too pleasant to hear, there is also those that say things such as, just hearing your voice was a godsend. Hey, Ryan, if it wasn't for you and your mother, my kids would be on the street and homeless. You guys are angels. Things along that lines of that nature. I mean, show you that how powerful and impactful what we do, or the impact that it has. So at the end of the day, just keep that in mind in the back of your head, that it's not for everybody. Some people are going to, have a certain way of, let's say, lashing out or responding to you. Don't take it personal. Keep it moving. Know that somebody out there definitely needs your service and can use it right now. So keep that in mind. Little words of encouragement. Okay. This one just sold literally recently. We're not gonna bother them. We'll mark that as sold, go on to the next. So if someone literally just sold, within the past couple months, it means that they were probably in our system, didn't get around to them till now. They had a transaction. So now if I accidentally got them on the phone, again, maximizing every call, we would see if they had any other properties available or if they're an investor and add to our cash buyers list. Okay, no ability to leave voicemail. 16 minutes in, we are about 10 or so calls, 11 calls. One future possibility, one do not call me again. No answer. Again, I think that's probably just a timeout. Come on, Walter. Walter needs to sell his house. Come on, Wally. So, although I like to leave voicemails on most, if they're going to ring for a bit and probably time out, I'm going to kill the call, move on to next, so we can get some more calls in. Another Walter. Let's hope this isn't the same guy. Nate, brother, appreciate you, my man. Number. Hope all's well with you guys. That was an awesome event. The Dealmaker 2023. That's one for the record books for sure. All right. Get some people hopping on here. All right, keep it moving. Hey guys, if you're just hopping on, we are doing 30 days of live calls, 1 hour a day, sharing with you guys the non glamorous process of cold calling, but by putting in the necessary time and effort, within 30 days, an hour a day, that you can land your first deal. So, those that are on the fence, new to real estate, maybe you're not so new, still kind of waiting for that quote unquote perfect moment to jump in. I think I've displayed or exemplified over this past few days of how this is probably the worst week to start cold calling. But again, that's probably like most of us. It's never the right time. So it's key to just get things moving underway and figure it out as we go. Property, it looks like, was purchased about 3 years ago. Usually we like about 10 years. in calling. So there may not be, but let's check it out. All right. Hi, is this Gussie? Hey, Gussie, my name's Ryan. I came across a property I believe you own on Rose Street. Oh, you are? Oh, okay. I understand. I get you. When do you think you'd be looking to sell? 6 months, a year? Oh, I believe it. Okay. No, fair enough. Yes. Yes, I was just gonna say that. My name's Ryan, and, if you wanna write. Yep. Ryan. My last name's Paliukaitis, but most people just call me Ryan Pal, so you could just put PAL. Right. And, you could call me at this number, 973 577. Yep, 5046. Yes, that sounds great. Yeah, I mean, I'm never gonna talk anyone out of their home. I've been in the business for a while. Whether you wanna sell in 10 months or 10 years, we're here to serve you. Just curious, Gus, are you think. Oh, you're the best. That sounds great. And really quick before I let you go, is it okay if I check with you from time to time just to see how you're doing with the process? Beautiful. Okay, great. I'll check in with you a couple months. Until then, enjoy the rest of your summer. All right, Gussie. Thank you. Okay, so another friendly lady, right? So that's a future possibility. I like how she said she would call us first. She's obviously living there, and from the tags here in the notes, I don't see any major underlying motivational aspects. But nonetheless, I'll plug her in 2 weeks from now. Sorry, 2 months from now, we'll drop her line, have a little conversation, and then just keep the conversation from there. So again, that sounds awesome that she said, "Hey, we're first in line." Well, we'll see when the time comes, but until then, we'll go ahead and keep in touch with her. So, all right, another future possibility there. Again, guys, I would not downplay those conversations. A lot of the deals that we do pretty have started out in a similar fashion. So as long as we, reach out to them when the time is right, they'll go ahead and give us that opportunity. So follow up is the key, at least in our business. And the funny thing is, We never did that for many, many years, and most people, most entrepreneurs don't have a follow-up system, which is cool by me because if we're in the same markets, we know who's gonna get the property. All right. Now this one, I don't know if that's a typo. No, there we go. Next. My man Doug. Hey, Doug, my name's Ryan, and I was calling about a property I believe you own on Dunham Street. I'm a cash buyer and I'm looking for properties in the area. Just curious if you're interested in a fair as is cash offer. You can reach me anytime on my cell phone. That number is 973 577 5046. Once again, 973 577 5046. Thanks. Talk to you soon. All right. So this will be call number 20. Let's see how I'm along. 27 minutes. We're on okay pace. Had two decent conversations. Um, Nothing majorly motivated. A truly motivated seller sounds like someone who says, just get rid of this property. It's causing me headaches. I just can't wait to sell it. I can't wait to be done with it. I don't even care what I get for the property. I just want it out of my life. Those are the kind of things that you'll hear that you're dealing with a motivated seller. Somebody who says, I'll sell it for the right price, or, um, eh, you know, maybe we're, kind of on the fence, but if they're not really interested, typically speaking, that's not going to be a scenario where we're a good fit for each other. But nonetheless, in order to find those that are motivated, we have to have a lot of conversations. Hi, is this Giddy? Hi, is this Giddy? Oh, I'm sorry. Hmm. It almost sounded like maybe that was her. I usually respond with, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was looking for the owner of XYZ," but hopped off a little too quick there. All right. That sounded like we got forwarded to voicemail on that one. Judith. Uh, and I'm gonna hang it up. That was recently sold for a nice dollar too. That seems like an outlier. All right, tagged as such. Next. So if you guys are just checking in, we're doing an hour of cold calling, live cold calls. I typically do this from my home office, but today we are at Kalahari with family and friends. And I was lucky to be able to use our friend's room. Thank you, Kerry, because our suite is not available yet. So, well, what's the lesson here, right? You guys heard me talk a lot about this being a terrible week to start. And I mean, let's be honest, as much as I love talking with homeowners, I love the business that I do. In theory, I'd rather be in the water park with friends, with my family, and enjoying everything. Well, the reality is, if we're trying to better ourselves, if we're trying to accomplish new goals, there is a requirement of delayed gratification, sacrifices, etc. So the idea is, yes, I might be making sacrifices now, but by putting in the time work that's necessary now, I will free that up so that in the future, let's say back here at Kalahari, I have the systems and processes in place. And although I'm not making the calls are being made by my team. That's ideally where you want to get to. However, there is a gradual process, in which case, here I am making these calls because I'm committed. I want to show you guys that what it takes just for an hour a day and what you can expect. So know that there are sacrifices that are required. But again, by you putting in the time, making those sacrifices, you'll be able to build something that most people don't have, and in which turn will provide you a life that most people, um, wish that they had. So, on that note, let's hammer out some more of these. Couple more, couple more homeowners ready to sell. Mendo. Hey, is this Mendo? Hey, Mendo, can you hear me? Hey, Mendel, my name's Ryan. I was calling about a property I believe you own on Mechanics Ave, and I just want to know if you had any interest in selling. Good question. Well, I'd love to hear more about the property. Then we can run our evaluations and get back to you with a number. Do you have a couple minutes? Can you tell me a little bit about the property? The one I came across was 59. Sounds like you own a couple of these. Okay. 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 That sounds fair. So it has all the info on Zillow, beds, I mean, I'm looking now. Okay. I see 3 bed, 1 bath. I see the photos that you're mentioning. Um, can you tell? Right. Understood. Okay. How much are they paying rent? Kendall, you still there? 1170. Okay. Plus 75, and you said that's $100 with $100 of water. Okay. All right, great. Okay. That sounds fair. They're paying on time and everything? Okay, and do you have a security deposit with them? Or do alright, 'cause I know some of them during COVID, some of the, security deposits were used. Okay, no worries. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so it sounds like they probably gave you a security deposit. Alright, later, yeah, no worries, but so it sounds like you have, quite a few properties. Do you have any off the top of your head that have problem tenants or ones that maybe have deferred maintenance, a lot of work that, we could go ahead, maybe put in some sweat equity and just buy you out? We'll deal with all those headaches. You have anything that me you don't have? It sounds like, so are you in buy mode? Are you in purchase mode? No, I mean, we do Trenton, Hamilton, Ewing, also have some rentals in Ocean and Morris County. So right now we're prospecting in Trenton, and, we don't buy every property we look at. So sometimes when I'm talking to, owners like yourself, they're telling me, "Hey, Ryan, maybe I'll sell for the right price, but I'm actually in acquisition mode." In which case we'll say, "Okay, hey, if we pass on anything that doesn't meet our needs, we could shoot it your way. Maybe it'll meet your needs." I'm sorry, it sounds like you're not looking to buy, not looking to sell right now? Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, if it's all right with you, we'll obviously go ahead, we'll run some numbers, we'll see if our offer makes sense for you. But if you don't mind, if you wanna share with me your email, that way I'll send you my contact info, and when you're ready to buy, we'll go ahead, we'll get you in our database there, and we'll get you over some properties. Like I said, we do come across inventory, pretty frequently, so it doesn't hurt to have you in there when you're ready to go. I get you. No, no, we're not putting you on a spam list. This is valuable emails, and that either have a deal or it's an important email. Not we're not here to blow your money. No, no, this would just be like, hey, Mendel, we came across a property in this area that you're looking in. It doesn't meet our needs because we have too many rehabs, or hey, it's a rougher area, or whatever it may be. Hey, let me know if it's something you're interested in, and you have the details. If it's something you're interested in, beautiful. No, 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 and actually excellent. I'll tell you what, that's 2 of us. It okay. I'll tell you what, if you don't mind, I could get text messages. Can you text me? That way I have it right, I don't mess it up, and that way we get alright. Hey, man, it was great talking to you, appreciate it. We'll go ahead, we'll run some numbers, I'll get back to you on mechanics property, and we'll also keep in touch for any future possibilities. Alright, Mendel, thank you. Cool, so a little bit of a longer call. So, connection issues. Okay, hopefully you guys are still seeing this in the live. It says there's some issues, but so that was a good call, right? Obviously, he's not overly motivated. My guess, or it seems like he is another investor. He's in the in between stage. Hey, we like what we have. We really don't want to unload it, but we're not really actively looking right now. So, no pain on his end with any, problem tenants, whatever it may be. But nonetheless, hey, let's go ahead, run the numbers. You never know. Maybe it's something that'll work for him. And, if not, at least it kind of plants the seed, continues the conversation. And what we'll do is once he texts me his email address, I'll go ahead, I'll reply back. Here's my information. Hey, let me know what areas you're looking in, what types of properties, price points, and anything else. So that way we have okay, we have a property record for Mendel. Hey, something comes across our plate. Okay, it's property that we're not looking for, but it may be a perfect property for him. So this is how it works, right? Again, maximizing each call, and we just got a potential buyer on our in our database. Wow. So this next guy, I'm gonna absolutely butcher his name. Oof. All right. All the names. Let's see if he still owns this property. So again, you guys know how we talk about like metrics and trying to hit like a certain amount of calls per day per hour. In reality, I don't mind having lesser calls if I'm having quality conversations like that. Conversations like that, you have enough, they're going to lead to something. So we don't know what our future is, but it could turn out that a year from now, things change on his end. They get in super buy mode. Maybe they linked up with another buyer. Maybe we're coming across properties that are areas that we just have no interest, and they happen to be targeting it. Believe it or not, they could be one of your biggest end buyers for wholesaling in certain areas. All right, let's see. We have 41 minutes in. Checking in from Kalahari. Would have been cool to have this done in the water park, but a little too noisy. I don't think the homeowners would appreciate that. But sorry, cut and paste in the address instead of the number. Woldemirs. All right. No answer. Boom. Have a little chat. Josh doesn't want to talk. We're going to talk to Maria. Maria. Okay. It's all good. We'll get somebody else before we wrap up for today. See how many calls. 44 minutes in, 20 something calls. That one conversation was about 7 minutes long, so. I should look who I'm calling. Booker. This one's listed. Shit. That one's listed. So we'll tag that. Again, I'm not opposed to listed properties, but I'm a licensed agent, so in which case I have to talk directly to their listing agent. But in this day and age with, a hot market in most areas, shortage of inventory, and especially, a lot of people wanting to get into real estate, where do most people look? Zillow and the MLS. And listen, you'll find deals there, but I like to fish in other ponds. If everyone's focusing here, I want to focus over here. And, that's behooves us pretty well. So, I mean, especially if you're just starting out and think about it, the MLS, who has access to that in Zillow? Millions of people. So if it's a true deal in a hot market with limited inventory, typically speaking, once it hits the MLS, that thing is gone within hours or a day. Um, and I just don't want to be involved in getting in bid wars and all that jazz. I'd rather be having, and I even have these conversations with the homeowner. I even tell them, listen, don't think of this as like me against you, checkers, chess, sitting across the table negotiating against each other. At the end of the day, you want to sell your house, and at the end of the day, I want to buy your house. Let's go ahead. Let's consider it like a round table. Let's go ahead, put our heads together, and let's figure out what makes sense for both of us. Because it's not always about the money. And if you guys know my first purchase ever, it was a house that I still own that's in White Meadow Lake, close to where I live. And the win for that lady wasn't just selling the house quickly as is without any repairs to be made or any of that nonsense. But she's like, where am I going to go? So reality for her, the biggest win was finding residents. And we had a friend that helped out that got them situated in Parsippany of Knowles Gardens, and in which case they were beyond ecstatic. And so the idea is, okay, where's their pain points? How could I go ahead and provide a solution to them? Again, it's not everyone is a cookie cutter type scenario. And if you could listen to their problems and provide a solution to those problems, you're well ahead of most people that is just throwing, cash offers at them. I always say real estate solution provider is one of my companies. That's not just thrown out there to be a fancy name. Like, that is what we believe in. What is their problem and what type of solution can we provide to them? So let's see, we get Mr. Philip or Phyllis, Ambrose Phyllis. Phyllis. Um, oh, I'm sorry. I'm not sure if I have the right number. I was looking for Phyllis. Oh, this is Phyllis. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. My name's Ryan, and she doesn't know me. But, hi, how you doing? I didn't mean to disturb at work or anything, but I was just calling about a property I think she owns, and just want to know if she had any interest in selling. I'm looking for properties in the area. That'd be awesome. Thank you so much. Hey, Phyllis. Hey, my apologies. I didn't know this was a work number. I'll make it quick. My name's Ryan. You don't know me, but I came across a property I think you own on South Logan, and I was just curious. I'm looking for properties in the area, and just want to know if you had any interest in selling. You don't? Oh, okay. So the wrong number, or you owned it at one point? Alrighty then. All right. Well, sorry for bothering you. I'll update the notes on my end, and have a great day. All right. Take care. So, hey, friendly people, you guys heard, you heard. Assuming she wasn't the wrong party, the way that transpired is, in my opinion, the proper way. Got a couple curveballs been thrown there. Obviously, it sounded like they were at work. Most people probably be a little unhappy if they're not in the right frame of mind. Um, Needless to say, um, it was the wrong party. But if I knew that she had a place in Trenton, I could have transitioned to that. Well, we're on the phone, or I actually could have. Hey, if you own a house in New Jersey, we're buying. You never know, right? So, okay. Hey, listen. At the end of the day, um, try to have fun with this. I mean, I used to make a joke of like, okay, time to get rejected today when I was door knocking and whatnot. and it kind of took away that fear of getting rejected or what are they going to say? Or, oh my God, if they slam the door on my face. So I literally reversed it again, knowing that eventually something will click. So kind of setting that expectation, not to sabotage myself, but just to hey, I'm going to get rejected. It's going to happen a lot, but I want to use that as motivation to call the next person. So it's kind of like a little kind of trick your mind into instead of oh shit, I don't, no one likes to be told no. No one likes to get rejected. But if you can kind of make that little switch, have a little fun with it, it'll keep you in the game, especially when things are tough or they seem grim. All right, my man George, we got about 10 minutes, 10, 15-ish left. Still waiting for that majorly motivated stuff. Move to the next. Matcha latte's kicking in. I have like a tiny bladder, so unfortunately, it's tough to make it through a full hour session without peeing, but I'll make it happen. Green tea runs through me. Hey, Judy, my name's Ryan, and I was calling about a property I believe you own on Parkway Ave. I'm a cash buyer and I'm looking for properties in the area. Just curious if you were interested in a fair as is cash offer. If so, I'd love to hear from you more. You can call me on my cell phone. That number is 973-577-5046. Once again, 973-577-5046. Thanks. Talk to you soon. So as I kind of bumped along there, I'm multitasking here, and you can see I fumbled up a little bit. Well, hey, it happens, right? You guys are gonna make mistakes. You're gonna go through. Just keep it moving. So can't get hung up on the little stuff. See if we can get one more good conversation before we wrap up today. And this one, I'm gonna hang up there. It literally just sold. Timed out. All right, a little less calls than yesterday, but more activity. I'll take that any day of the week. So right on the 30-ish mark. Next. Let's give her a roll. Whoops. Oh, there we go. My dial pad. My dial pad wasn't working. Okay. That's all right. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulty week. Never seen anything like it. Come on, this has got to be it. Oh, let's try to call that again. I don't know if that was my error. Not sure. Maybe that was a double ignore. Wanted to talk to her though. The Zillow page that brought up showed some rougher looking photos. So if that's any resemblance of its current condition, those are the type of properties that we look for. The more work, the better. Hey, James, my name's Ryan, and I'm calling about a property I believe you own on Cleveland Ave. I'm a cash buyer and I'm looking for properties in the area. Just curious if you're interested in a fair as is cash offer. Love to talk to you further. Do me a favor, give me a call when you get a chance. You can reach me anytime on my cell phone. That number is 973 577 5046. Once again, 973 577 5046. Thanks. Talk to you soon. All right. So you guys probably even have that message memorized by now, just hearing it consecutively. So again, we're just at day 4 and 26 more days to go. But I think we'll find a lot soon. Oh, this is a rough area. God. Rough street. I don't even know why this one's in our system. I'm almost glad that person didn't answer. That was a rough area. And can't say we're too interested in that property. Oh man, nature calling, Mr. Phillip. Yeah, 9 minutes. Get some more shit. Recent. I want to reach out to at least 40. We're at 39 here. Got to get at least 40 contacts for the hour. Oh, I didn't type it. Well, the dial pad wasn't working, so I hit the wrong number, but very interesting. I wonder how that's gonna, or how many people are gonna have services like that moving forward. Okay, here's number 40. Let's see if number 40 is our lucky number. Yoel. Yoel. Oof. Hey, Yoel. My name's Ryan, and I'm calling about a property I believe you own on Grant Ave. I'm a cash buyer, and I'm looking for properties in the area. Just curious if you had any interest in selling. If so, I'd love to talk to you further. Do me a favor, give me a call anytime on my cell phone. That number is 973 577 5046. Once again, 977 57, I'm sorry, 973 577 5046. Thanks. Talk to you soon. And again, I fumbled up a little there. Happens, right? Key is to not get too caught up, except that we'll be bumping along, making mistakes, but just keep on moving forward. So we just hit about 40, just over an hour. I'm going to wrap up, spend some time with the fam. But again, I wanted to show up for you guys regardless. And actually, we will be here tomorrow. I'll see if I can escape because the business convention center does not have internet. So as long as I could access it outside, I'll even make it from the car. If not, it might be a little bit later of a session. But a quick story for you guys before we end off. And you guys see me doing this each day. We just completed day 4, and this reminds me, when I first started out, when I first got into real estate investing, it was first heard Rich Dad Poor Dad. That spurred me to look into real estate. I came across the Rich Dad Poor Dad forum, started educating myself like crazy, and just started taking action. And as you guys heard me yesterday, when I said it was a full year since I landed a deal, part of the reason is because it was the downward market. Short sales were just becoming popular, and short sales are very convoluted, very involved, a lot of moving parts. It's not like just a regular cash sale with no banks involved, quick transaction. Some of these were taking a year plus easy. And the problem was, is I was learning the process as I was doing, taking action, but there was always something that was changing just as I got up to, let's say, the new mark of education. And so, for example, I may have finally gotten the understanding and how, all the requirements, the bank packages and all of that. Oh, but wait a minute. Now they just put this 90-day restriction on title. So it was always like I was playing catch up. Any rate, it took me 1 full year before I finally got that deal. That's basically being away from corporate world for that entire time. Now, this is consistently taking action, investing in courses. And I remember going to bed every night just saying, I know I have the determination, the dedication, and I'm sitting in a house that was my first purchase ever. So I know it's possible. I know that it is definitely, again, it's possible that this wasn't just a fluke thing, but I was, just like anybody, you're going to bed each night and you're like, I've been doing this for quite some time. Was this just a one-off? Or, you know, I bought this course. Like, did I get scammed? Like, but at the end of the day, with going with that belief system each night saying, maybe I don't see the end of the tunnel, but I know it's there and I know I'm going to make it happen without a shadow of a doubt. So, again, you guys might be going through this. hey, he's 4 days in, no active deals. The reality is we're going to stay consistent. And I'm confident that even just doing 1 hour a day, which is very, very minimal, I believe we'll get multiple deals. So if it's any consolation or whatnot, I call it like the carrot, the little wins. For example, we don't have a motivated seller yet, but we just had a lot of good conversations. And nonetheless, a lot of times people may get scared. What if I'm going to get yelled at? Everyone I talked to, even when I messed up, was pretty friendly, right? So in that regard, you're just having conversations. You're just a human being. That to me can get you over that hurdle. And again, the belief system of it, like, hey, all these guys who they've been doing it for years and they don't understand and they don't get it. The reality is just take these little wins, right? If you had just one positive phone call, I consider that a carrot, and just keeps you moving, knowing that it'll definitely and eventually break. You just got to stay consistent and relentless, so to speak. So with that said, hope you guys enjoyed this. And looks like we have some of the chat feature. I'm still learning how to use all this stuff. Again, even though I have a technical background, this is new applications. Haven't done this before, so we're going to learn. It's a learning experience for me. I hope you guys enjoy the journey. Again, hope you guys got value. Comment below. Let me know what you want to see more of, less of, whatever it is. We'll try to incorporate that. And if all goes well, we'll be doing this tomorrow around the same time. If for whatever reason we run into too much issues, if it's not working in the car or we're on the roof, wherever the hell I got to go, we'll make sure that once we get back home, we'll do that session then. So with that said, I'm out of here. Going to go ahead and enjoy some of the water park. And I mean, I'll be honest, after an hour, you get into the groove of things, like it becomes fun, less anxiety or nervousness. And I could bang another hour or two of these out, no problem. But we got some things to take care of. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Enjoy. See you tomorrow.